Welcome to Reddit Reading Reactions, where I read from Reddit and honey, we simply just react because that is what we do here. Today we are exploring the drama, the tea, the goss from r/relationships. So strap in if you're driving or if you're a passenger, either way, in a car, wear a seatbelt. If you are at home, get comfortable. If you are cleaning, put those headphones on and let us vacuum while we enjoy some juicy goss, terrifying drama, and whatever else we find in r/relationships today. Posted by Happy Babes 81. Just by this title, babes, I don't think you are happy babes, but let's just get reading. My 44 female boyfriend, 32 male, exploded on me. Oh, that's not very appropriate. I'm so sorry. Exploded on me over money and my son's behavior, and I don't know what to do. My boyfriend, 32 male, and I, 44 female, have been together for 3 years now. We met in 2022 online. He moved across the country to be with me. We live together and work together. When I say work together, I mean like the same shift and everything. We're together a lot. My 19-year-old son also lives with us. He just started working with us too at the same job. It's his first. He has literally only had 2 paychecks. I'm giving you this I think it's meant to say backstory, because money plays into all of this. Anyway, yesterday we came home from work and things were good at first. We rented a movie, then he wanted to watch a couple of music videos first, so we did. One of them we watched was a woman playing a cello. I made a comment about her not being the same woman, because there were 2 different women in 2 different scenes playing 2 different cellos in 2 different dresses. Okay, he got mad and said it was the same woman, asked why I always had to start an argument, and told me to shut up. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. Most men cannot tell you the difference between like 2 different shades of nail polish. Like if they're both pink, they're both pink. Do you know what I mean? Like we know that they're, like as women, we know. And some men, but you know, there are men who just, it's pink. There's no 2 different shades there. And it's like, well, one's slightly lighter, one's slightly darker. Anyway, sorry. This man, he probably is wrong that it's both 2 different women. And he's just like, nah, it's the same one. And I'm going to escalate this because why the heck not? Sorry. And told me to shut up. So I did. He still yelled at me and called me names for ruining his video. I said sorry and I just wanted an opinion. So then he said we weren't going to watch the movie anymore and he was going to play games. I told him it was fine, and it was fine, and I was going to the bedroom. Right. He was mad that I was leaving the room. Oh my gosh. Then he blew up and let out everything he had been holding in. I have epilepsy, so I only work 4 days a week, Tuesdays to Friday. Oh no, stress is a trigger for my seizures. He works more days than me because he can and he wants to. He also offered. I told you earlier that my son just started working there. Our rent is $900. My boyfriend, 32 male, offered to pay this month because it was my son's birthday. Next month, we have it set up to where everyone is paying $300 equally. Then it's fair and he won't pay as much. However, he went crazy and screamed at me. He said he pays everything. He pays a lot, but I pay what I can. My son is here and helping now too. But he felt like he needed to break a 55-inch TV, a dresser, and a lamp. Oh my gosh, I hope he pays for those things. Now he says he doesn't love me anymore. He says we're over. I'm at a loss. I don't want him to leave. Please help me. TLDR, my 44 female is mad about money and I'm not sure what to do. I think they mean their boyfriend, 32 male. But, okay. Can I just say, you do want him to leave because he just broke a bunch of your stuff, is fully aware that your like trigger for your seizures is stress. He's just going to stress you out right now. And he thinks it's appropriate to offer to do things, take on a workload that he realistically is now unhappy with, and then blame you for it. Also, I'll tell you right now, the chick in that video playing the cello is not the same chick, and I haven't seen the video, but I'm still hung up on that. It's not the same chick. It's two different chicks and two different cellos. Anyway, not the point. Let's read the comments. That Green Evening says, "You're in an abusive relationship." Ding, ding, ding. There we go. A partner who breaks things when he's angry is a partner who will escalate to hurting you physically when he is angry. Your son is also in danger. Please contact your local domestic violence shelter and make a safety plan to leave. This comment. This, yes, I agree. 100%. Yes. I say 100% a lot. I don't even like saying that. I don't even like hearing that. But you know what? 100% this, yes. Production Fiend says, "Hold on, he broke a lamp, a dresser, and your TV? Either you or he needs to leave. This man is abusive and he is getting way too close to hurting you or your son next. You are in danger." Also, I just want to say, like, this, knowing full well that again, I said this before about your seizures, knowing full well that you have seizures. What if this man is just trying to trigger your stress response to make you have a seizure? Like, I wouldn't even put it past him. Like, he's just smashed up a bunch of stuff. Like, I think he's, obviously, yes, this is a toxic and abusive situation. But I kind of feel like this guy wants you to have a seizure and then, like, swoop in and save the day, and then you're just not going to let him leave. Because the thing is, he's moved across the country to be with you in your place. So he needs to have you, like, hook, line, and sinker, you know what I mean? You are like his lifeline, because he's upped and left all his stuff to be in your place. So I don't think you're safe right now. Happy Banana 134 says, "This isn't safe. He's snapping at you because you commented on a video, screamed at you because you left a room, smashing things in your home because why? You know you don't deserve this awful treatment. Good riddance if it's over. He's an abuser. I wonder if your son feels he'll have to stay long term to protect you from this creature." That is a fair point. I mean, I wonder how the son feels in this situation. I wonder if he's ever sort of voiced his opinions or weighed in. Like, that'd be interesting to know. Posted by I Love Hazza 123. "Should I leave my BF? Well, if his name is Hazza, you probably don't love him, and maybe you should." Anyway, my boyfriend 24 and I 21 have been together for around a year and a half. We have lived together for about 8 months of that, but are currently living apart due to me moving back home. Over the past few months, we've been arguing more and more, and I've been between leaving him and trying to make it work. He doesn't do anything majorly wrong or anything, but there's just a lot of things I have to ask him to do repeatedly, and I feel like he doesn't compliment me. I'm hoping you mean compliment in terms of compliments your lifestyle, not like, "Yes, I love this, I love the shoes." I mean, maybe you do want compliments. Maybe that's how you want to live your life. Anyway, we've had a few big arguments, including him threatening to leave me, but I asked him to stay. To preface, I have quite a short temper and do get annoyed around him, which he starts arguments from. However, in capitals, this is only in response to when he does something. For example, makes a snarky comment or says something about what I'm wearing, etc. Right. We argue a lot about money, as I'm a big spender and have always grown up like that. We've just moved back from living in Australia, and so I understand it's hard to get back on our feet here, but I've already got a job while he's just lazing around. He's living in my family's holiday home a few hours away from my house, so I only see him every couple of weeks, and he doesn't even have to worry about rent. A big thing is that he doesn't comfort me when I'm upset. He's really terrible with his emotions, and I have a bit of anxiety. He just sits there or tells me to stop crying, but doesn't comfort me at all. Right. I feel like now I don't look forward to seeing him as much, as I don't really enjoy intimacy that much, partly due to health issues I have that he's not understanding of, and partly due to our bond. We argue quite often, and it's usually a small thing that he's made bigger, and I just end up taking the blame to stop the argument. We have such amazing moments sometimes, and this is my first relationship. Oh gosh. So I really don't know how it should be, Like, my friends are helpful, but some say try and make it work, and some would say leave him because he hasn't brought me a Gucci bag or something, so it's hard to judge from their advice. Yeah. When we're together, he often cooks and cleans, and I don't really have to ask him to do it. It's just more the verbal and emotional side of things, Like, he's really not big on cuddling. We don't really go on dates that often because of money, but we go on walks and for coffee a lot. I've asked him a few times for flowers, and he only gets them once for Valentine's Day. I don't know, I guess I'm trying to work out if I'm just with him and settled to not be lonely, or if I should leave him and work on myself and could find someone better. TLDR, arguing more frequently with my boyfriend over money and asking him to do things repeatedly. Should I leave him? Okay. You guys are just different people. I don't think you need to find someone better. I just think you need to find someone more suitable to your needs and what you want. Like, not everyone is going to be emotionally receptive. Not everyone is a cuddler. Not everyone is comfortable around emotions in the same way that you may be. And you can't also demand people to change. Like, we don't really know his background. He might have come from a family that doesn't show a lot of emotions. So showing emotions, expressing emotions, and handling other people's emotions might not be a natural thing for him. So I guess be mindful of that. I think you both can grow, but I think you both need to grow differently. Also, your friends, don't know if you're really joking here or not, but your friends who are genuinely saying like, oh, he hasn't bought you a Gucci bag, and is making a judgment on the quality of your relationship based on whether or not you have a Gucci bag, maybe either reevaluate those friends, or if they are your kind of people and that's how you view your expectation of people's, and you accept that as how they will be critical in judgment of your future partners. If those are the people you want in your life, that's fine, but I think that's a really, really poor barometer of judgment. All right, let's look at the comments. Hannah3282 says, he's not mature and he doesn't care about you when you're upset. These are definitely red flags. You need to feel comfortable with your decision, and it seems like he doesn't even recognize you personally. So you're definitely doing the right thing by leaving him. Okay, I see where Hannah3282 is coming from. I don't agree about the red flags, about recognizing your emotions. I still think, everyone comes from different backgrounds and not everyone's comfortable with emotions, and that's just the way people are. But I think it would be a red flag to stay together because you both need to grow. OP has added some additional information in the comments. They've said, also I'll add that we used to be amazing and not really argue, so I can't tell if it's because of moving and only temporary, or if it's a one-way road to getting worse. Honestly, look, a lot of things may have happened in terms of moving, and you've come back from a different country. You were living in Australia. I don't want to assume what country you've moved back to, but perhaps the US. Either way, you've moved back from a different country. Your financial security is different. You have said that you're a big spender and you've grown up that way. He's staying in your family's property, like an extra family property, like a rental or a holiday home. So you have financial security. He doesn't. You've called him lazy for not getting a job. I don't know if there are efforts around him getting a job, or if he's feeling quite shaken because of the move and then not knowing how to find his financial footing. I think there's a lot going on there. We've sort of glossed over, because either you are both not aware of the depth of your situations individually and as a group, well, as a partnership I should say, or you are aware of it and you don't care enough to share. Either way, I'm not going to be critical of that aspect, but I think that you both need to grow separately. And that is all the tea I have today. So thank you for listening along, and I hope that we can explore some more Reddit stories in my next video. And I know that I won't be seeing you and you won't be seeing me, but I certainly hope that you'll be listening to me. next time round. I'll see you later. Bye.